Part 2. The creation of woman. The gift of love and purpose. Night covered Eden like a velvet cloak. The stars shimmered above the garden, patient witnesses to what the Creator was about to do. The earth, so full of life, grew quiet once more, just as it had before the first man had breathed. Something sacred was stirring again. Adam slept. He did not dream. He rested in the peace of perfect trust. His heartbeat slowed, the rhythm of creation itself settling over him. And while he slept, the hands that had shaped galaxies began their work again. God reached to the side of the man he had formed, not to the head, that she might rule over him, nor to the feet, that she might be beneath him, but to the rib, near the heart, that she might be beside him. From that place of nearness and protection, God drew forth life. No thunder split the heavens this time. No roar of oceans, no blaze of lightning. Only the sound of breath, gentle, deliberate, divine. The Creator was crafting companionship itself. He formed her with tenderness. Her frame carried the same substance as Adam's, yet a grace that was wholly her own. Strength wrapped in softness, courage hidden in beauty, the reflection of God's gentleness, as Adam had been the reflection of his strength. Two sides of the same image, designed to complete a single truth. When his work was done, God brought her to the man, not as a servant led in chains, but as a gift carried in love. Light fell across her like morning sun on water. Her eyes opened to a world filled with color, fragrance, sound, and one face waiting to see her. Adam awoke. For a moment, he did not understand the light before him. Then recognition dawned, not from memory, but from revelation. His heart leapt, his breath caught. Here stood one who was like him, yet different in every beautiful way. This, he said softly, wonder breaking through his voice, is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. He called her woman, for she was taken out of man. And from that moment, the loneliness that had haunted the garden was gone. The Creator smiled. In that union, love itself was born, not the fleeting desire of creatures, but the eternal bond of souls designed to mirror heaven's own heart. Two beings, one purpose. Not rivals, not replacements, but reflections that make each other whole. Days in Eden now carried a deeper music. The garden echoed with laughter, harmony, discovery. They worked side by side, planting, naming, exploring. Adam's strength complemented her wisdom. Her insight completed his purpose. Every act of creation now moved in rhythm with their unity. When Adam looked at her, he saw not only beauty, but calling. When she looked at him, she saw not only strength, but devotion. Together they reflected the very image of the one who had made them, Father, Son, and Spirit dwelling in perfect unity. Their partnership was a living parable of divine harmony. Work was no burden then. Every touch of soil, every movement of hand and mind was worship. The garden flourished beneath their care because love ruled over labor. Eden was not merely a place, it was a state of peace, a world ordered by relationship. But even in perfection, freedom remained. Love, after all, is not love without choice. And so, within the beauty of the garden, a single boundary stood. One tree set apart, a reminder that love thrives on trust. For even paradise must have purpose, and obedience is the language of love. In those first days, Adam and Eve walked with God in the cool of the evening. They spoke with Him as children with a father, asking questions, sharing wonder. There was laughter, yes, laughter in Eden. No fear, no shame, no distance, only belonging. Yet within that perfection, destiny waited quietly. Every sunrise whispered the same truth. They were not created to remain only in the garden. They were to fill the earth, to extend Eden's order across creation, to bring the beauty of God's presence wherever they went. Humanity's story was meant to be expansion, light spreading from a single flame. Still, they did not rush. Time in Eden was not counted in hours, but in meaning. Each moment unfolded like music, unhurried, deliberate, sacred. Adam learned her voice. Eve learned his silences. Their love deepened not through words alone, but through shared wonder. They learned to see God not only above them, but between them. In her laughter, Adam heard the echo of divine joy. In his protection, Eve felt the strength of divine care. When they worked, they built together. When they rested, they worshipped. Their lives were a perfect balance of purpose and peace. And yet, woven through their joy was a quiet tension, the kind of tension that gives stories meaning. For true harmony is never static, it is always tested, refined, proven. The Creator, who authored all beginnings, already saw the paths ahead: choice, loss, redemption. But for now, he let love breathe freely, untouched. One evening, as the sun bled gold through the trees, Adam turned to Eve and spoke. "Do you ever wonder," he said, "why he chose to make us this way, together?" Eve smiled, brushing a leaf between her fingers. "Maybe," she said, "because even in his perfection, God wanted to be known through love." Adam nodded, and the wind stirred, as if heaven itself agreed. That night, they watched the stars, the same stars that had watched Adam's first breath. Eve leaned against him, and together, they marveled at the endless sky. They did not yet know how fragile their peace would one day become, but in that moment, everything was as it was meant to be. Two souls, one heartbeat, under the gaze of their Creator. In their unity, God's image was visible. In their love, His nature was revealed. He had written His own reflection into humanity, not through power, but through relationship. It was His greatest masterpiece. Every story of love, every act of compassion, every moment of true connection that would ever exist began here, in this garden, in this union, in this holy design. From their laughter would come nations, from their hands would rise civilizations, from their choices would flow redemption itself. Humanity's history was seated in that soil, beneath those trees, between those two hearts. And the breath that had once turned dust into life still lingered in their lungs, pulsing through every generation yet to come. Adam took her hand. Eve smiled. Together they walked, not knowing that beyond the edge of the garden, time itself waited to begin. But even when paradise would one day break, the truth would remain unbroken. They were made in the image of God, made to create, to love, to choose, to carry His likeness into the world. The story of man and woman did not end in Eden, it only began there. The breath that awakened the first man now beat within every heart, calling each soul back to its origin, to purpose, to love, to the God who formed it. And as the light of morning touched the garden once more, heaven and earth stood in perfect harmony. Two lives, one Creator, one unbroken design. The breath that changed everything still moves.